Wasn't this BYO pretty much the same as we had in the,
They're enjoying it.
Good.
It's
that
very,
you gave us for?
Well, there's that.
yeah, it's just,
Then go out and get a
it's got a lot of
golf cart,
stuff.
take Charlie down to the playground.
It's
It's 2 cars walk. It's only 3 blocks. Come on.
Tell us about the sessions that are added.
Exercise.
Yeah, it's
Them
just
kids
like
like them
bond
rough
is
there.
added,
My
inspections is
grandkids love
added,
them.
record of license is added, transfer of license, change of location, sanitary conditions, employees was added, distribution to minors and incompetents. It all mirrors the liquor license. I just wanted them to be as consistent as possible. I'd have made it more consistent if I'd had more time. They just transferred over like noon today.
Sleeping was taken afternoon.
Call meeting order. Pledge allegiance to the flag.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Black.
Yes.
Beard. Carr.
Yes.
Black.
Yes.
Oakenbrink.
Yes. I need a motion to approve the agenda.
I'll make it.
Second?
Black.
Yes.
Beard.
Yes.
Carr.
Yes.
Black.
Yes.
Oakenbrink.
Yes. Now I need a motion to approve the minutes of the regular board meeting held on July 10th, 2018.
I'll make it.
I'll second.
Beard.
Yes.
Carr.
Yes.
Black.
Yes.
Black.
Yes.
Oakenbrink.
Oh, yes. Do you have any public comment at this time?
Since there's no place in here to talk, can I ask a question?
Go ahead.
Have we received anything on windmills or solar farms or something, windmill farms, solar farms and stuff like that? Do we need ordinances in case one would want to come up in the county? And I'm just asking because, I've seen some of these solar farms. I have no idea how they're made, but if you have all those panels, what happens if the company goes broke? Are we, is the landowner held responsible for cleaning it up?
I know there's, over by Greenup, there is some land that's already designated for solar farms.
Oh, is there?
Yeah.
Okay.
There's, people I talked to over there said it was just, they can, once they're in there, they're removable, so just remove them.
Is
So
this
that,
a,
they're not there, I just don't think they have
is
the
this a
agreement.
commercial farm?
That I don't know.
See, if you get over an acre or two, it becomes a commercial.
I mean, it should be a responsibility.
Yeah, I don't know much about that, I just know that, I talked to a couple of people who have them
Make
there.
sure he's got the right, it's his own fault.
Yeah, but I didn't know if we had any,
We never got.
Yeah, I don't know our resolution.
I didn't know if we had any rights, what if one guy starts a solar farm well, they're looking at it, I'll say solar farm. If one person starts a solar farm and then they sell it to CIPS and CIPS says, that's it. The landowner did the contract with the original guy. And then it got sold out from under him. And it's just, I don't know that much about them, so I
Does the
have,
county have to have a resolution on that?
I don't think you have to.
UCCI might have a guideline on that. They may have had other counties that have had this before. UCCI, you might.
I'm
There's
sure all
several
the
counties that have
all the
it.
wind farms and everything have.
Okay. Might be something to check into.
I do see that other counties do have resolutions, just like collaring, and they say that they need to blend in. Things it's just like any other resolution, you need to have one only if you want to regulate them. I don't know what kind of, I don't know what kind of problems they pose in other counties, but I think
Yeah, I don't know, but it was brought to my attention.
Okay, something to think about.
I think them, aren't they when, after they're done, after so many years, aren't they like harmful? They gotta dispose of them
Solar
in a
solar
certain
panels.
way? Yeah, the panels.
Well, they'll tell you, they won't tell you that, they won't tell you that. That's, fact, they say they're not. I don't know.
Electric lines are harmful too, but we still have them out there.
Yeah.
Magnetic field.
Okay, we just want to check into that sometime, okay? All right, anything
Yeah,
else?
no, that was just brought up to me today, so.
Oh, okay. Okay, we have a guest Dave Clark. Would you like to come forward?
Is he the one that's gonna put the solar farm out?
Hey, yeah, what, about 155 acres, right?
There you go.
Just outside
town.
We'll lease it out to the highest bidder. How about that? Last week at our Republican committee meeting, it was brought up to us that the Illinois Republican Committee would like a resolution or a place to vote in this November's election, put in the ballot. And in order to get one in the ballot this late, it has to be before the county board. And the question would be, should the Illinois General Assembly protect the citizens' right to keep and bear arms as defined by the Second Amendment of the United States Constitution? Answer is yes or no. Thing about it is, we passed our Second Amendment resolution here already, but this just reaffirms it from the public. So, you know, I guess just kind of asking you guys to maybe look at it and vote on it to get it into the ballot for November's election.
How many counties got these out, or do you know, Dave?
There's a few of them. I know Moultrie was gonna do one, because they did not pass the Second Amendment Sanctuary County resolution like we did, so they were gonna put this into the ballot to be voted on. They said so far, they were planning on having at least 50 counties putting this on the ballot for November. And
This would not contradict our sanctuary county we put it
No,
past. It would
no,
not contradict.
this would just reaffirm our Second Amendment resolution
Right.
we put out earlier. But that's really, you know, kind of sending another word, because the governor's already signed 2 bad bills here since we did our Second Amendment resolution. The 72-hour waiting period on everything. You can go across to Indiana, across to Missouri, and once your background check goes through, if you're approved, you can walk out with a long gun. If you're a concealed carry holder in Indiana, you can walk out with your handgun if you buy one. But now everybody here has to wait, starting January 1st, 72 hours for everything. 72-hour waiting period on long guns and handguns. But this just really reaffirms from the public, you know, we want to back up the Second Amendment rights and the Constitution.
I'll make a motion to put the question on the ballot.
Okay. It's on the agenda a little later down, we'll go and vote on
Oh, I'm sorry. Got excited.
Would you wait just a
I
little
got
bit?
excited.
it. Just a minute. It won't cost us not to put on ballot for it, guys. It shouldn't cost us not to put on ballot. And I would kind of like to see what the voters in the county said. We've made a decision for the voters in the county.
Yeah, I'd like to see.
I would like to see
that
if their
myself.
vote kind of imitate the same as ours, or whether they're totally different than ours, then we may learn something, but
Yeah.
I feel confident it'll be the same, but I'm willing to put it on the ballot.
Well, I'm just going back to when concealed carry first came out. Cumberland County got its name in the papers and stuff because we were the highest concealed carry holders per capita. There for about a month. So I don't know if you knew that or not.
No.
Yep, we had the highest per capita concealed carry for the state of Illinois.
When was that? How many years ago?
That's been about 5 years,
5
almost
years.
5 years ago, because renewals come up starting in February, so.
Okay.
Yep, I heard that, and, you know, I didn't have that much connection to the county at that point. I had
Yeah.
a wife, and I was like, I heard Cumberland County had the highest, and
Mayors, Channel 3
Yeah.
News.
it's like a pretty good place to live.
Okay, Dave, we will vote on it later at this meeting.
Okay, very good.
Thank you. Thank you, Dave. All right. All right, where are we at here? Now, I'd like to have a motion to approve the Sportsman's Club liquor license.
I'll make it.
I'll second it.
Okay, Parr,
Yes.
Bergbauer,
Yes.
Clapp,
Yes.
Black,
Yes.
Beard,
Yes.
Folkenberg.
Yes. And now I'd like to have a motion to approve the holiday calendar for 2019.
You had 2 calendars in there, both the same, one for the judicial.
It's because last year you didn't like just the judicial, so we made our own that goes with the judicial.
I had one question. Since we're giving you Easter off, we have to really give you Good Friday off also.
Yes.
Whoa,
It's gonna be open Christmas Day.
somebody said yes.
It's gonna be open Christmas Day.
Any other questions on the calendar? Same number of days as last year, as other year?
Yeah, I think it was.
Okay, well, we need a motion to that effect, I suppose.
I'll make it since I have a problem with one day.
Do we have a second?
I'll make it.
Bergbauer,
Yes.
Clapp,
Yes.
Black,
Yes.
Beard,
Yes.
Parr,
Yes.
Holcombrink.
Yes. Now I'd like to have a motion to approve the resolution authorizing an advisory question of public policy concerning the Second Amendment of the United States Constitution to be placed on the ballot.
I'll make that motion.
Y'all have a copy of it. Todd made the motion, do we have a second?
I'll second.
Okay. Clapp,
Yes.
Black,
Yes.
Beard,
Yes.
Parr,
Yes.
Bergbauer,
Yes.
Holcombrink.
Yes. Motion carried. Okay, next I would like to have a motion to amend the resolutions pertaining to liquor rules and regulations. Our state's attorney's been working on this. I think he has a good resolution.
We're talking about the liquor.
First one,
The only thing I changed on the liquor resolution was, the requirement that the applicant submit at their own expense to a background check and submit the results to the county clerk at the time they apply.
Which page is that on? I should have asked.
No, I can tell you. And really, now that I think about it, it should probably be at the time of applying. Well, if we want to grandfather it in, we can put apply or renew. But if we want to grandfather it in, we can just put apply, which would just be new applicants.
New applicants.
Yeah, I think.
Anybody that's got a license would need to have a background check.
Yeah, so if you're just coming in to renew your license, you already got a license, you come in to renew it, you wouldn't need to submit for a background check, but unless you have to fill out an application every time. You do? Well, then then it would apply to everybody.
Yeah, I like that.
Just whenever you fill out the application, you have to submit it.
Okay.
I'll make it.
You wouldn't,
I had a question real quick.
Okay.
So the applicant owner owns the premises, which is applying for the license. Would he be able to rent a facility?
Yeah, I think there's somewhere in here that it allows you to lease.
Was that there?
Person who does not own the, it's subsection M, section 5, subsection M. Person who does not own the premises for which a license is sought or does not have a lease thereon for the facility in which a license is to be issued. That's a restriction, so I would think the other way would work, that you could lease or own. That's the way I read it. That's the first time I've ever worked with this resolution since it
And
was
what if
passed.
you had a manager that actually required the license for you, if you owned a business but didn't have the license yourself, and you had a manager require the license, is that allowed in there?
Yeah, I believe so. That's the way I read it, is that you're, as long as you're a manager and a resident of Cumberland County, you can be the applicant.
Oh, but you live out of county.
Yeah, now all the applicants have to be residents of the county,
Even the owners, or like,
just the applicant. That's the way I
the
read it.
manager would be the,
Well, the owner could be the applicant though.
Could be,
if they live in.
So you're saying if he's the owner
yeah, that's actually,
and the applicant, he has to live in the county?
yes.
I disagree with that.
Section 5A, restrictions on licenses, no license shall be
But
issued
he
to.
said if you were the owner, you could go for the license, or
Not
if
if
you
you
were.
didn't live in the county though. If you say you want to buy a business in Cumberland County, and you didn't live there,
But if you have,
couldn't get a license.
if you have a manager that's managing it, they can get the license for you.
Right, you're not restricted from having the license, you're just restricted from being the applicant. So if I lived in Chicago, I could hire Roy to be my manager, Roy would be the applicant.
You don't have to do both of them at the same time, I don't think.
That's where our license
That's
was
what they're
before,
doing now.
you had to be lived in the county to get a
Owners
license.
and-
Yeah, I know, I didn't really like it.
You didn't like that?
I haven't had a chance to read this.
It's no different than what was passed before, but now that it's up for amendment, I think if you're gonna make changes, now would be the time. Especially since I spent hours retyping this since it was in PDF.
I've never owned a bar, so I don't know what the advantage of being the applicant would be. If you owned it, wouldn't you wanna have your own license, or would you always wanna push it off on some manager?
Well, the manager just is the applicant, so say I own it, Roy would be the applicant, he could obtain the license for me, as long
So
as
since
he's.
he quits, then you don't have a license?
No,
The
no,
license
there's,
is for the business.
the license is for the business,
Not for the individual, because you just have to have an individual that applies for it.
right,
That
so yeah, I
has
could,
to be in
and that is a workaround that I think we've seen before, perhaps being used, is where somebody hires somebody for a very temporary, short-term, basis, they come in and apply, and then they no longer work there.
But then the license is still good.
The license is still good, yeah, it's good for 1 year.
Cause in the past, like Barry and Dan at the Roadhouse are on it and their manager.
That would
So
be,
now you're just wanting the manager?
I'm not changing anything, I'm just saying that's the way I read it.
So it would be the same, it would be all three.
Wouldn't have to be.
They could all be three be on it. They got all three on it, so.
They all three have to sign it.
Yeah, they've all
Well,
applied, you know, in the
At least
past.
one of them would have to live in the county, or all of them are supposed to live in the county.
If we're all three applying at the same time, yeah.
Yeah.
It would take over that, it would stop that thing that you're talking about, where somebody would apply and then quit immediately and they still have a license. Because that would be someone out of the county that would have a license.
Yeah, it's a bit of a workaround, I mean, if I'm not complying with this resident requirement, yeah, I could hire somebody for a week, the week that I need need them to apply for the license. They could apply, and then they could quit, or I could fire them, and my license is still good for a year.
So there's no advantage to having that wording in there.
Yeah, it's put some restriction on them, I mean, if you're making them at least jump through those hoops, I mean, if they really wanna get around it that bad, I mean, it's kinda like putting locks on your doors, can somebody kick it in? Yeah, it is a deterrent, yeah. I'd say it's a bit of a deterrent, and I don't think most people hire and fire people just to get a license, but they may.
We had talked at the committee meeting about requiring a W-2 submitted for that. Is that added in here, or is that?
That is, in the BYOB ordinance it is, that you have to prove that, that you're an employee, and you have to submit proof that you're an employee. I didn't put W-2 because I feel like that was too restrictive. If you had just been hired, so you're starting out at W-2, you wouldn't have a W-2 yet. So I just put sufficient proof of employment, and that way you can use your pay stub or some other official document. That's pretty much
I would say we probably need to add that to this if it's in one, it should probably be in the other, is my opinion, but.
Why, does other counties have that restriction? But I mean, you're kinda like,
Yeah, county that has to live in the county, you mean?
yeah,
How you get all the orders? Did you have to be, no, or you? We don't sell it.
not
Yeah,
like a
Donnie
gas
ordered,
station.
Donnie ordered the gas station, he lived in Cumberland County, so he did not have a license, he couldn't sell alcohol.
But that's how Effingham is too?
I don't know, I think it does, but I don't know.
I think you're just discriminating against anybody that doesn't live in the county, that's wanting to start a business in Cumberland County.
I don't have a problem with them having to live in Cumberland County just for the county.
So either way, they're helping the county.
Yeah, but I mean,
Start
if you're just
business.
not, I don't care if the owner's not out of it, if they have somebody that lives in the county to be the applicant. I don't care.
Somebody in the county should be liable if they're gonna.
I mean, I don't care if they're the manager, whatever. I don't care if the owner lives in Chicago, California, I don't care about
I
that.
don't want somebody to live in Chicago.
What I'm saying, I don't care if they live,
Or anywhere.
I don't care if they live anywhere, I think the applicant needs to be at least a Cumberland County.
I think they should too. It's my opinion.
So if you look at, if you skip ahead to the BYOB ordinance, it'd be section 4, subsection H. That's where I have what we talked about, Kyle, the language about proof. If you guys want me to put that into the liquor ordinance, that's pretty much what it requires.
You know, I feel like if we're gonna require them to BYOB, and we're gonna keep that statute in there, then maybe we should require them both.
You guys are the policy maker, I'm just the, like,
So I think that makes the BYOB slightly more difficult to obtain in that.
So you think we'll put that in the other one also, Kyle, that's what you're saying?
I would like it in there, I mean, I think it makes sense to have it in there.
It is. You got anything in there similar to that?
no, there's nothing in the liquor ordinance. I only changed what we talked about changing, in that particular ordinance, so I could change, there was, well, I would have to change the application process in the liquor, which is section 4. I would just have to put something into a subsection in section 4, that the application must be made in person, and that the individual making the application for a license shall do so in person at the Cumberland County Clerk's office, and must be an owner, manager of said business, and a resident of the County of Cumberland, and shall present proof of residency and ownership or employee with the business at the time of submission of the application. So that's where it leaves it kind of open, that they have to provide some kind of proof, and say a selfie's not enough.
And we have a facility now that does bring your own beer.
Yes,
I thought that one place had a license.
the Bikini Bar does, but what we understand is that they close at 1 o'clock, and then they open up a gentleman's club in a different part of the building, and they leave it open from 1 o'clock till when everybody goes home, and it's BYOB, and they're open till 3, 4 in the morning when Ted calls out there.
So do you play cards or what?
I'm guessing they probably play cards with
Find out.
I would go with it, or what?
Is that where you play cards, you're on?
Not go that far, you can go down and check it out.
I don't drink, so I didn't need to go.
What about this on number L here?
Bring,
I want
bring
to
some
drink
water.
beer. Bring
Bring
some
some
water.
Bring your own water.
He has a lease.
No license on that one.
That's got to be covered, isn't it?
Well, the applicant owns the premises for some, or that he has leased it. So, no, not necessarily. I mean, that doesn't, all that says is that you have a lease, that you either own the premises or that you have a lease of it. So what
Okay.
that's requiring is that I can't go get a liquor license for Ron's Bar if I don't have any kind of ownership interest in it, or I'm not leasing the place. I can't go in and apply it, get a license and then apply it to a different premises.
Okay.
I'll make the motion with,
Well, how many counties have this?
No idea. I was here when I got here.
To bring your own beer?
Oh, they bring their own
Because we don't
beer?
have that now.
No, we don't. I think a lot of counties, most counties do. I model ours off of Champagne's. I didn't go through and look at other counties, other than just a few, but there are, if you Google BYOB ordinances in Illinois, they're all over the place, and there's a specific statute that authorizes our ability to regulate BYOB places, so. I think we're well within our rights to do it, and I think that it's probably very common, although I haven't done a survey or anything like that to find out how many places have them.
Okay, I'm just curious.
Kyle, you make a motion?
I make a motion to amend the resolution pertaining to liquor rules and regulations with the additional changes that we discussed about adding in the proof of employment.
That subsection, that section 4, subsection H be added into the resolution pertaining to liquor rules and regulations.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Well, no, I made a motion, but I'll second it.
Okay.
All right, Black,
Yes.
Beard,
No.
Parr,
Yes.
Bergbauer,
Yes.
Clap,
Yeah.
Stoltenberg.
Yes. Okay, that's our liquor regulations. Now, that motion, agenda that.
Be the only,
Now I need a motion to adopt an ordinance concerning BYOB licenses. And that's, we've been talking about solar, comments on it. Like Brian said, several counties have these. Like we're the first one to do this. And I did not know there was a BYOB business in that building. That two businesses are in the same building. I was under some, there's only two of them.
So since it's already running and we pass a new resolution like this, is there a, grandfather clause, or is there a conflict with us passing something with?
We can regulate it anytime we feel like it.
second.
Hold on, I forgot, it's got that residential clause in it. No, I take it out.
I'll make the motion.
I'll second.
What do you mean residential code? I didn't get you.
He doesn't make any of
Yeah,
us.
like
Oh, okay, so you don't want to make, okay. I want to make some motion.
Okay, so Beard,
No.
Parr,
Yes.
Birdbauer,
Yes.
Clap,
Yes.
Black,
Yes.
Holcomb.
Yes. Okay, that motion was carried. Okay, that should take care of the liquor license.
They have not already made that change, then we know it too.
Okay, next order of business is to discuss and take action on the Hope Trust Insurance Plan. Is this in our packet there?
Mm-hmm.
Have they given us any information on how much it's gonna cost?
No, they have not.
How can we take action if we?
Well, we just want, we have the dual plan, we offer the $1,500 and $4,000 deductible. So this basically is all we're wanting to, are you gonna keep the same choices?
Well, to change the choice, you'd have to go with the union contract, wouldn't you? Can't change the insurance. Plans without going to them.
That's true. But I just have to, this has to be signed, so I just wanna make sure you guys are.
Yeah, we assume we're gonna keep the same choices. We seemed to like it last year. I realize the price will go up some, or it might go any which way.
Which way? There's only one way it's gonna go.
Yes. Right, but.
So it's $1,500 or $4,000 deductible.
Mm-hmm.
How much do we pay on the insurance? What proportion?
75%
75%.
of the employee only.
So if it goes up, we pay more too.
Mm-hmm.
Both we and the employee pay more.
And if we don't sign this, it automatically rolls over anyway to what we had, if you don't sign it.
If we don't vote on it, it goes.
Yep.
Stays.
It renewals
Renews.
automatically,
Renews automatically?
so if you don't make a choice.
I'd say do it. I'll make the motion.
Are the employees happy with?
I think when you have to pay for the spouse, it's quite expensive, but for me as an individual, I'm happy with it.
I'll say.
Okay, Parr,
Yes.
Birdbauer,
Yes.
Clapp,
Yeah.
Blacks,
Yeah.
Beard,
Yes.
Holcomb.
Yes. Okay, next order of business is Debbie. That's yours.
Yep.
I'm all done, I think.
And first of all, I need a motion to approve the county clerk and tax redemption reports for July of 18.
Could I ask a question?
Sure.
On page 16,
Mm-hmm.
is Ruth Norfolk and Ruth Norfolk the
That's
same
a type,
person?
yes, that's a typo.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure.
Okay.
See, I wanted you to know that I go through this. every day.
Okay, well, that's good to know.
First time in a month, in 4 or 5 months, but
She makes some mistakes just for that reason.
He made the motion,
I'll
a
second
second.
that.
Okay, Birdbauer,
Yeah.
Clapp,
Yeah.
Black,
yes.
Beard,
Yes.
Parr,
Yes.
Holcomb.
Yes.
Okay. So next, we have the resolution, I need To adopt the resolution for predictable fee schedule for the county clerk and recorder's office. I will tell you, I made a little adjustment on the resolution. I said it would take effect on Monday, December 3rd, and I changed that to December 1st because my schedule of charges said December 1st on it. So I just want to let you know that I did change that on the resolution.
Since we talked at the last meeting, since we talked about it,
Yeah.
out of our package, everything else was in our package.
Yeah, compared to what's in your packet,
Gotcha.
I just changed it to December 1st instead of 3rd.
Mine didn't get on.
So I would like.
And what all went up, you know?
There should be, you have the list there, right?
I have a list.
We're making it
There's 18.
$70 flat fee for a standard land document,
And it used to be,
56 for the first 4 pages, $1 per page after that, $1 more if you had more than one reference. There was a lot of layers on it. And this is a mandated change, it has to be in effect by January 1. That a predictable fee has to be set. And we also changed our marriage license fee from 38 to 65.
You're gonna start with the whole world.
what are other counties on the road license?
You can go up to 75 state statute.
Doesn't matter what county you get your license in?
In the county that you're getting married in.
Oh, it's getting married.
Yes.
You're running them all over.
So I got married in Jamaica.
Well, that way, when it says the bellboy was the guy that married him.
Hey, I was there because they were really married. I tell her that all the time.
Oh, yeah.
I got one thing, you know, you said December 1st, which is 60 days after,
I put which is at least 60 days.
I was gonna say it should be at least 60 days.
That's what I put, yes. December 1, which is at least 60 days after the date.
In this one, you did the same.
Yeah, I just didn't add that one, I was telling you my little change. It's on that new one, I gave you one.
Oh, okay.
It's in your
Okay,
file.
I was looking at the book here. Yeah.
Kyle makes a motion?
I'll second it.
Okay, Clark,
Yeah.
Black,
Yes.
Beard,
Yeah.
Carr,
Yes.
Birdbauer,
Yes.
Holcomb.
Yes.
All right, that's all I have.
That's all you got? Okay,
Right here.
Joel and Flood.
I just need a motion to approve the treasurer's report for July 2018.
I'll make it.
Second.
Black,
Yeah.
Beard,
Yeah.
Carr,
Yes.
Birdbauer,
Yes.
Clark,
Yes.
Holcomb.
Yes. Is that all you got, Joel?
Yep.
Alrighty, thanks. Dan Bland,
Need a motion to approve the highway bills for July.
in the amount of $298,619.04. Is that on my resolution? Should be that same number. Yeah, that's right, right there.
That's who I use.
I'll make it. I'll second it.
Beard,
Abstain.
Carr,
Yes.
Birdbauer,
Yes.
Clark,
Yes.
Black,
Yes.
Holcomb.
Yes.
Next, I need a motion to approve a supplemental preliminary engineering services agreement for section 18, 0006100GR. That was the federal grant that we've received for the guardrail project, which, by the way, has been let, will be starting in the next couple of weeks. When the state originally, or when the Federal Highway Administration originally awarded awarded the projects, there was a cap of $1 million. And in the project that was submitted by us, we had about 1.7 million. And after they made the initial award, they came back a couple months later, and Cumberland was one of 4 counties which got additional funding. They went ahead and funded the full amount at 1.7 million. So the original engineering agreement was based on that $1 million. but the state allowed us to go ahead and use that additional $750,000. And this was basically to pay the consultant an additional sum of money for the work that they've done, because they went ahead and based their design on the 1.7 million instead of the 1 million. So, and this will be, we'll be able to get this money back. I'll have to wait till after the project's over with, but we can get reimbursed for that.
I'll make the motion.
Okay.
I'll second it.
Carr,
Yes.
Birdbauer,
Yes.
Plath,
Yes.
Black,
Yes.
Beard,
Yes.
Wolfenrick.
Yes.
Next, I need a motion to approve the preliminary engineering service agreement for section 14007600 RS. This is a project which we're working on 4 Mile Road from Illinois Route 121 to US Route 45. When I originally had started this project with the consultant, we had thought that we would do a cold-in-place recycling project. And after testing the material, we weren't able to do that. It was gonna be cost prohibitive to do that. And so I made the decision to go ahead and do a soil cement project, like similar to the Centerline Road project. And it basically increased the cost, and this engineering agreement was basically a reflection of the increase in the cost of the project that we need to pay the consultant to design the project. And this will be another one, where after we get the construction project done, we'll be able to get reimbursed for this engineering cost.
We're reimbursed 100% of it.
It'll be 90/10.
90/10. I'll make the motion. Second.
Birdbauer,
Yes.
Plath,
Yes.
Black,
Yep.
Beard,
Yes.
Carr,
Yes.
Wolfenrick.
Yes.
Next, I need a motion to approve an intergovernmental agreement for structure repair on structure 0183022. This is a county line structure in Neoga and in Cumberland County and Pleasant, Paradise, in Coles County. This was a township bridge that crosses a finger of Lake Mattoon, and there was approximately $4,000 worth of structural repair. And in accordance with the way that we do the agreements, Coles County pays for 88% of it, and Cumberland's responsible for 12%. So we're gonna be responsible for about $400 of the structural repair.
No, okay.
I'll second.
You said Plath,
Yes.
Black,
Yes.
Beard,
Yes.
Carr,
Yes.
Birdbauer,
Yes.
Wolfenrick.
Yes. Anything else, Ben?
Yes. I've gotten information today that our Page Bell Road project, the EDP TARP data agreement, which we submitted December 13th, has finally been reviewed and approved for us to execute. So next month, we'll bring this agreement and hopefully have the state approve it in October and get funds by December, and we're going to start the project. And amount to 1.83 million is what the amount of funding that we're going to receive on that project. So it's been a long time coming. We missed this construction season, which that doesn't matter to the state, but it sure matters to us because we lost probably $150,000 or $200,000 in buying power by not doing the project this year and delaying it a year. But we got word that another baby step we took, we're getting it. So just want to make you aware of what the status of it is. I have people call me quite often, want to know why we haven't started. It's out of our hands. But hopefully next month, we'll have the agreement be brought before this board, and once we approve it, we'll go to state, to the Department of Transportation for approval, and hopefully by November, December, we'll have word back and be able to get started. That's all I got. Thank you.
And thank you. Sounds like you got a lot going,
Yes.
a lot of projects going.
That's yeah.
Yeah. Okay, all right, there's a minute. Now we're up to Sherry Droder.
Nothing special to report, just business as well.
Thank you, Sherry. Yeah. Rhonda Wilson.
I don't have anything for you, thanks.
All right, good deal. Kenzie Easton's not here. Steve Ozier.
Nothing.
All right, thank you. Brian Robbins.
Nothing.
Nothing. All right. Jonathan Braden's not here. Steve Sherwood's not here. Donna Olmsted.
I have nothing.
Nothing. All right, very good. Thank you. Mark Howard's not here. Okay, next we're on to paying bills, I guess. We have a motion to ratify payment of the manual bills in the amount of $43,345.65.
Got a question for Steve on that one. On the bills, it said that you paid for an advertisement for the sheriff. Are you retiring a little bit earlier now and trying to get a sheriff for the interim time, or?
Actually, that wasn't for me, but that thing happens to me.
You talking about the one that in Daily News?
Yeah.
Kind of expensive, wasn't it? Are they that expensive?
Hang right there.
Are they really? Put one ad in the paper?
When you put ads in the paper, you spend a little money and you get 0 applications. That's what really hurts.
That ain't making money, is it?
Did we put it in the local papers here? No
I'm pretty sure we did.
no applications?
I just thought it seemed a little, whatever.
It was, we'd be a little more specific about that than typically. Anytime you ask for, someone's already certified as a police officer, there's a whole lot of reasons not to apply for Cumberland County. I mean, and you can all think of number one.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, but I mean, we were disappointed, but we did get one. But circumstances changed after that, so.
Okay.
Depends on how the budget negotiations go, whether you have a position or not.
Well, it just said, you know, a sheriff's, I can't remember how it was worded, but it looked like maybe you were looking for a new sheriff. New sheriff in town.
All right, he wants to make a motion to ratify payment of bills.
I'll make it.
I'll say it.
Black,
Yes.
Beard,
Yes.
Carr,
Yes.
Bergbauer,
Yes.
Clapp,
Yes.
Holcomb.
Yes.
I also want to mention on the bills though, and it's not gonna make any difference, but Anita Hayden, was the very first one for break room supplies, so, you know,
She had break room supplies?
supplies for break room and restroom janitorial supplies. First one we paid.
First one you paid, okay. I was gonna say, we don't even have a bathroom in our office. Maybe that's why we need all the cleaning supplies.
Yeah, but you have candy, so.
Yeah, we buy the candy with the personal money though.
Okay, next, we need to approve invoices in the amount of $93,315.25.
Before you go there, on page 62 and 63, are those checks that were returned or something like this, or what was?
Yeah, I got a free for that, what you have.
It's a hand check, register, Joella.
Hand check register is what it's called. Or they just haven't been cashed, or what?
Medical expense for prisoner, it says.
Yeah, it does.
Do they reimburse us? Is that the reason that is? It's a check for medical expense for a prisoner,
What's the amount, Ron?
$345.
$345.
Could you have done
We
it not
paid
on
her.
Friday? Maybe it was a one.
It's just a vendor that we didn't build, so that's why it's called a hand check. And that's what it's for. I mean, we paid her $345. Medical expense prisoner, I would say it's probably a doctor.
Yeah, it was a medical expense.
Yes.
Well, I thought probably it was, but, you know, we haven't had one of these in here for,
Whenever you see a hand check, what it is like, we don't want to build them a vendor if we know it's going to be a one-time vendor. So we don't want it in our system forever, hanging out there. So we just do a hand, they call it a hand check instead of
I
building.
think what happened on that was that the gentleman thought he had insurance, didn't have insurance, and then we ended up having to pay at a later date. It was past due to him, so we picked up the tab on
no, I just, you know, I hadn't seen anything like
it,
that
which is arguable.
from,
We don't have too many of them hand checks, but when we know
That's
we're
why
not gonna.
I think it was done because of the time that had gone by. And his insurance currently didn't cover it.
once again, I want to make sure you guys do that.
Okay. Need a motion to pay the invoices?
The invoices?
That's what we just discussed, invoices, $93,315.25.
Second.
Beard,
Yes.
Carr,
Yes.
Birdbauer,
Yes.
Platt,
Yes.
Black,
Yes.
Holcomb.
Yes. Now I need a motion to approve payroll number 14 in the amount of $79,045.54.
I'll make the motion.
I'll second.
Carr,
Yes.
Birdbauer,
Yes.
Platt,
Yes.
Black,
Yes.
Beard, Holcomb.
Yes. Now I need a motion to approve payroll number 15 in the amount of $80,896.19.
I'll make it.
I'll second.
Birdbauer,
Yes.
Platt,
Yes.
Black,
Yes.
Beard,
Yes.
Carr,
Yes.
Holcomb.
Yes. I need to approve payroll number 16
Mhm.
in the amount of $77,266.83.
I'll make it.
I'll second it.
Platt,
Yes.
Black,
Yes.
Beard, Carr,
Yes.
Birdbauer,
Yes.
Holcomb.
Yes. Okay, I need a motion to adjourn.
Make motion to adjourn.
Second.
Black,
Yes.
Beard,
Yeah.
Carr,
Yes.
Birdbauer,
Yes.
Platt,
Yes.
Holcomb.
Yes.